Hi guys, I'm Max Weinbach with XDA TV, and today I'm going to show you Pixel experience on the Mi Mix 3 and how it compares over to the Pixel 3 XL. Let's get started.
So right here, I have the Mi Mix 3 and the Google Pixel 3 XL. You can turn them over. They're both very nice in build quality. But my only complaint during my review of the Mi Mix 3 was really the camera and the software on it, MIUI. I'm just not a fan of MIUI. It seems like a knockoff iOS that just doesn't do it as well. Xiaomi did say that they're working on MIUI, I think it was 11, which should be a lot better, and I'm really excited for that because it should help a lot. But this is XDA developers, and we have developers. So someone was able to build a Pixel Experience, which is a incredibly popular ROM, and they were able to build it for the Mi Mix 3. So I'm going to compare the Mi Mix 3 with Pixel Experience to the actual Pixel 3 XL. So since we're on the always on display, we might as well compare it here. Both of them have the weather, the date, and the time, and then battery percentage at the bottom. So these are exactly the same, just this is a bit brighter and it doesn't seem to be changing the brightness. Well, this one is a lot darker, and you can kind of see it in the video. Both have double tap to wake, and you have the lock screens here. Both of these support the Pixel lock screens, the Pixel wallpapers, and as you can see, these also have the weather here. These also have the date and the time. So let's just unlock both of these. Oops. And go to the home screen. So both of these have the same Pixel launcher. You swipe up to get here, home, then your normal swipe up to get to all your apps. They're the exact same launcher running on both phones. So it's safe to say these are essentially the exact same software. But where it actually differs, well, there's a couple places. You have the phone app, which I was just on, where if you go to settings, neither of these have, that's support. This phone right here should have call screening, but it doesn't because I don't have my SIM card in it right now, so it's just missing out on call screening. Let me also turn that down a bit. So this doesn't have call screening. Neither does this. There are workarounds for it, but none of them have really seemed to work out that well. But you can actually enable call screening, but the other person can't hear the assistant talking, so it's kind of a useless feature, I would say, to enable. But you could enable that, and you could use that. This phone has it built in by default. It just needs a SIM card in the phone, and you're good. No worries about that. Now, you also have the Google Pixel camera. This phone, the Pixel 3, gets the actual camera. Well, you can see here, this is a lot different. The camera over on here has these bars on the side, and it's not made for the hardware. The Pixel has the Pixel Visual Core, which will help with the HDR processing, while the Mi Mix 3 has the Snapdragon 845 to do it, so it's a little bit different. Also, if you go into settings here, by the way, I did install Playgrounds, so the Childish Gambino, Playmoji, and all those. They should work, but for some reason, I'm just not able to get it to work. It's working on my OnePlus 6 with the same port, but it's just for some reason not working here. If you actually go into settings though, you can see these settings are a lot different. They should have all the same basic features, save location, camera sounds, Google Lens suggestions, which are really cool. You could hold your camera up to a QR code or to someone's email and it will just come up at the bottom. But this one has BSG mod, so you have more control over the settings of the camera. Now, you might be asking, does this make it as good as the Pixel? No. The Pixel was designed, the hardware, the lens, everything about the Pixel was designed for this software, while the Mi Mix 3 was designed for its own software. So it's not going to be as good, but it is better than the stock. And also, you have the speakers. The Pixel has dual front-firing speakers, while this only has a single rear-firing speaker. And this has the big notch. Well, this phone has the sliding down. So the one thing that the developer did want to say, and he put it in his forum post a lot, was there is no app to handle the notch. So when you open the camera and pull it down, the camera still works. But it's not going to have the same features as it would with the sound playback anytime you slide it, or just have the overlay that says switch over, unslide the phone. If I do it here, you can see it's just fully black, but I can pull it down and it'll show up. So these are very similar in software. Some might be wondering, should you get a Mi Mix 3, which is about half the price, depending on your location, of the Google Pixel 3, and install Pixel Experience for the same type of experience? I would say yes. I mean, the Pixel is a lot more expensive of a phone. It has glass back, where this is ceramic. Ceramic is generally nicer. This does have soft touch, though, which I'm a fan of. And then the other big selling points are the camera. And if you can get the relatively same camera on the Mi Mix 3, why shouldn't you? I would say that this is probably, for your money and everyone's money, this is a better phone. But I'm a fan of, and I would use this, but I'm a fan of the Pixel. Just, it feels to me, the soft touch glass feels nicer, and the camera experience is, well, buggy at times, still a lot better than the Mi Mix 3 with Gcam, where that can crash, sometimes it won't take your shots. The Pixel is made for its software, and that is how you should be using it. It can be ported over, but it's just never going to be as good as on a Pixel. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share your thoughts on Pixel Experience down in the comments. This is a very big ROM. There are builds for essentially every popular phone, including the Note 9 and S9, S9 Plus. The Exynos variants of those just got some unofficial ROMs, but they're still working. You get all the same features. Yeah, so I would highly recommend checking this out. If you don't like your phone's built-in software, it's essentially AOSP with Pixel apps on it.